Alright guys, here we are. Welcome back again to Red Blur Gaming. We have gone and primed some miniatures, and we've got our wet palette, our dry palette out, sorry. And the aim of this is to start dry brushing. Once I just make sure I've got not too much on my hand, I do some different white over these models just to change the depth and tone. We are not really worried about this. We're not hesitating, just whacking it on there, attempting that, this may hit all the raised areas and really change the depth and tone in which we're actually looking at the model itself. I think I'm probably dry brushing that at a height where no one can see. Now, because of the colour, it may not show up the same. It is, I'm using Corax white, but I may actually need to switch over to, I have another white floating around here. I think I'm going to have to switch to that if I can find it. There it is, dead white. I've got some dead white. I don't think my Corax is really showing up the way I wanted it to, given that the priming has kind of taken a grey coloration. So let's actually jump into let's try a little bit of white scar itself and see if we can actually get the right tone of white that I'm looking for, just to kind of give these models a sharpish edge. It's just something that I thought I would try. I'd say maybe the Corax white is working slightly better in terms of the way it's going to cause the pop of the model. Hopefully, white is a very funny colour, so we'll see if this makes the difference I'm hoping for. But if not, it is what it is. We've primed white intentionally to try and get that color gradient just the way we want it. Obviously, we will go in and we'll change, we'll get some black in here and on these guns, but predominantly the point of this is I want it to go, I want the army to be white. It was always the goal. White was my prime color, so it's easier to base with white and look at moving. We may need some more Corax white there. I think we've lost a little bit too much. We'll keep trying to see if this, there we go, look at that there. That's what I was after. Now it's starting to really pull through on those raised edges. I'm not sure if you can quite tell, but the goal was exactly what I was after. So I have, possibly going to have to re-glue that, but a bit rough. I have gotten the desired effect I was after by the looks of it. So we will call Corax white, white scar, sorry, a success. I've got the desired layering kind of effect I think I'm after. So we'll work on the next, and this definitely needs a good shake, which, excuse the noise, I have a vortex mixer. I may actually have to go out and buy a brand new one. Yeah, that hasn't kind of gone the way I was anticipating it with the Corax white, which is a little frustrating. We'll try it obviously on something else. This has definitely mixed up slightly some more. Get that on our dry palette and check how much is coming off. Lovely. And then we'll start hitting the top sides of Shadow Sun, really hoping that this will pull out all those raised edges, highlights, details. Is what I was hoping for. Again, looks like it's a little bit windy where I am, so I think I've possibly picked the wrong day to prime. which is a little frustrating because the primer has not really gone on as strongly as I would have liked. But we are definitely, I'm going to definitely say I'm getting that kind of look I was going for with the way this dry brushing has worked. I don't know if you can see it very well, but that is actually possibly come out exactly how I need to. Let me just test this. I've got another white here from Vallejo. We'll just get a little bit on the wet palette, the dry palette, sorry, and we'll try and pull it out of the brush as much as possible, and we'll try again, and we'll see if, mainly going over this top side of Shadow Sun here. Yeah, I think this this too lot of where the sun may hit her on the backside there. But yeah, look at that. That's obviously that has again popped out a little bit more of the white. I'll have another ding at this broadside and see if we can, again going over those very top areas, see if we can pull some more vibrance into those spots where he's going to have, which I think when looking at it we've managed. So again, we will work with a couple of whites here. We do have a very darker white, which I will just kind of go ham with across the entire model. That is the Corax white. I was really hoping to get more out of that in terms of color shift. Really hitting every ounce of this model with this dry brush, hoping that the Corax white really does what I need it to do. As you can see there, some of this has not really, again, primed up the way I was hoping for, but I'm okay with that because this now looks like he's seen a fair chunk of battle, really dirtying up his appearance, changing the way that he, as you can see there, he's gone a little darker. So then we move into our, we probably should move back into one of our other whites. We'll go into the Corax, not the Corax, the White Scar, which again we'll get on as much as we can before we try and pull a fair chunk off our brush. Well, it's a little too heavy, so we'll just try and get some more off. There we go. And then again, we will go in and a lot quicker, a lot faster, a lot less. There we go. Just try and pull a few extra layers of colour up. Try some grittiness, that grim dark feel. Definitely a well-worn crisis suit or broadside. He's definitely seen his time throughout the Tau Crusades. And now we have that, and so then we'll move again to our nice bright white. And when I find it, it went away over there. And we'll move to our nice bright white. And then that will be that. That will be the quickly little dry brush demo slash talk of looking at trying to. Let's have a look. Am I getting enough? Lovely. And then we'll just all those top sections where the light is going to hit him. As you can see, light is going to hit all across these areas, arms, across the top of the gun part there. And the next thing we'll do when we get into some more painting is just start with, as I said, cleaning up the cleaning up and that's us done for today. We'll get into some other painting later in the week, but if you haven't, like, subscribe, hit us with some questions we will answer as best we can. But for now, guys, peace out and have a lovely day.